Hey guys, this is ILikeDoom, and I'm back. Do you like the new setup? Yep, I'm now using my desk instead of sitting against the bed, as you can see back there. And anyway, this is my new pickups video. I'm wearing my typical "It's Okay Pluto, I'm not a planet either" t-shirt. Anyway, let's start with stuff I picked up from the Dragon's Lair. I got, first on the Atari 2600, I got video pinball. I really like little virtual pinball games. This is a very good one, actually. I've played worse. Alright, moving swiftly on to the N64, I got Doom 64. So now ILikeDoom owns Doom 64. Haha, fucking laugh at me. Anyway, moving swiftly onwards, I got War Gods, which is probably the worst fighting game I've ever played. It really sucks. Would not recommend it. The only reason I bought it is because, one, I didn't know what it was, and two, I want a complete N64 collection. Actually, not going to be that hard to do, considering the most expensive game on it is Clayfire 63 and a thirds, and after that, what's most expensive? Conker's Bad Fur Day, and then what else? Majora's Mask. Mostly cheap games. Anyway, moving on to the NES, I got Batman, the Sunsoft game. Very good platform. Might be probably one of the best on the system. It's a little short, but other than that, it's pretty typical. We got into a more lengthy platformer. I got the last Super Mario Bros. Game on the NES I was missing, Super Mario Bros. 2. It's quite a departure from the rest of the series, but I don't understand the hate it got. It's probably exactly why it got this hate. As, like I said, it's very different. Anyway, moving on to probably my favorite game on the DS, or one of them, Pokemon Ranger. This one's so different from the original, the other two. I bought it because I rage sold it when I was like 10, because I couldn't beat the final boss, Entei, Raikou, and Suicune. I finally get up to it. I beat it on the first try. I've completed the browser 100%. I don't know why it was so difficult for me when I could beat the other two. Probably because it was so different, and I played this one second. Played Shadows of Olmia first. Anyway, I'd really recommend this game. You could save for later. You'll see why. Anyway, moving up. These are, hold on. Those are for later too. Anyway, my last Dragon's Lair pickup is Ace Combat 5, The Unsung War. I've heard from Classic Game Room, which is like my favorite YouTube channel, that this is really good, and I really like this. I mean, I'm really into all these like flight simulators. I especially like space simulators, but I also really like dogfight simulators and combat simulators like this. Yeah, really enjoyed it. A lot better than Air Combat, which is the first Ace Combat game I ever played. Anyway, now these are from my friend Nolan. He gave these to me when I was up at his campground. They're both PC games, and I'll start with Wolfenstein 3D. Love that cheesy cover art. Looks absolutely nothing like the actual game. Pictured here. Yeah, must have known I'm a sucker for id Software games. I named my channel after one. Yeah, I haven't tested it yet, but from what I've seen, it's supposed to be really good and pretty much like Doom, except I heard it's less inspired. It's older, so. Anyway, on to another game I got. Keeping with the Hitman trend, he gave me Hitman 2, The Silent Assassin. Didn't remember what the subtitle was. And I haven't tested this one yet either. I've quite a testing queue. Oh yeah, I've lost the ability to speak coherently. I think I'm sleep deprived. That's what happens in the summer. I need a drink. But one, I'm too young, and two, I've vowed not to drink. Anyway, yeah, I've heard the Hitman game's supposed to be really good. I'll give it a test eventually. Anyway, now we're on to music. I have quite the pile. Keeping with... First off is Def Leppard's X. These are all from Selling Tales. It's an alright album. I like Pyromania, not Photograph, as I erroneously called it. I like that better, but this is good, I guess. It's a lot better than some of the other stuff I've listened to, especially most modern music. I got Kiss, Dressed to Kill, my first Kiss album. It's got one of their really well-known songs on it, Rock and Roll All Night. Yeah, but other than that, it's a bunch of relatively unknown songs to me. I'm not a big Kiss fan, but I'm gonna try. Still like their music, and I especially like the part they had in that Fairly Odd Parents movie. I forget which one it was or what it was called, but anyway, I liked it. Anyway, moving swiftly on, we have Fragile by Yes, which has my favorite song by Yes, Roundabout. This is my first Yes album I've bought. Uh, yeah, I found out I started liking them from my friend Chris, and also really started liking them because Roundabout's like the only song that's played in GTA 5 on Los Santos Rock Radio. I enjoy it. Anyway, keeping with the trend of Neil Young albums, although this time it's on CD instead of vinyl, I got Decade by Neil Young. It's a big 2-disc set. I can tell I got an older version of this because it brags about being a 3-record set on 2 compact discs. Daring today, aren't we? It's mostly it's like half Buffalo Springfield stuff and like half live stuff he did, and he's got a few of my favorite songs by him, like Cowgirl in the Sand. Take that title as you will. Uh, Cinnamon Girl and Broken Arrow and Mr. Soul from Buffalo Springfield. They're going to become a running joke on this show. I mention them in like every one of these videos. Yeah, anyway, I really enjoy it. First album I listened to when I got... That's shit. I think one of the CDs fell out of its case. Oh well. Moving on to some metal albums, I got Ozzy Osbourne's Down to Earth. I have so many of these I can't even remember the titles of them anymore. This is my first Ozzy album. I've heard his solo stuff's supposed to be good. It's nothing like Blizzard of Oz. I want that just because of all the controversy that started. But yeah, I haven't tested this one yet. Looks relatively clean. Alright, anyway, now we move on to recommendations. We'll start with games. Remember how I said I was saving one of them from before till later? Yeah, this. I really recommend this game. I really enjoyed it. I wish they would make more of these. It's a fresh look on the Pokemon series. I actually like these better than the Pokemon Trainer games. Bite me. Anyway, moving on to music recommendations while the fanboys storm my house. Mother of God, I can hear them already. Jump cut. I'm ready to defend myself from the fanboys. Shit, that was a little more violent than I was hoping for. Anyway, moving on to music recommendations. I'll recommend The Doors' LA Woman, because I recommended really getting into The Doors with the last one, so this is the album I would recommend doing so with. Not Waiting for the Sun, Kids in the Hall. LA Woman is better than Waiting for the Sun. Shit, now I have Doors fanboys coming for me, too. Well, I better ready lots of pot, heart medication, because a lot of them are old, and probably some Doritos, too, for the munchies later. I'm so funny. Yeah, but seriously, great album. I recommend every single song on this album. I think my least favorite is probably what's it called? Car Assist by My Window. Fuck, I still can't talk. Car Assist by My Window, and yeah, it's still a relatively good song. Better than most of Soft Parade. That's something us Doors fanboys can all agree on. That album was all right. Anyway, on to updates, because that's half the title. I should make it pickups, updates, and recommendations now, but fuck it. Yeah, I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do. Probably just like get some stuff off the Game Jolt as I've been doing. Leave any suggestions in the comments, but I don't seem to have a very active fan base. There is only 22 of you now. So yeah, leave any suggestions. I'm eventually gonna get a capture card. And I'm hoping this is the last video recorded on this computer, because I'm getting a Blue Yeti mic and a Logitech webcam, and I'm going to use proper equipment now. I'm going to use the computer behind me, the Windows 8 one. I already have plans to continue the X Nights at Y series, which began yesterday, and I'm hoping to start a space trucking series on either Simple Rockets or Kerbal Space Program. Considering I don't own KSP, it'll probably be Simple Rockets for a while. So yeah, anyway, that's my plans for the future. This is ILikeDoom signing off. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch you on the next one.